MMA Oddsbreaker, ladies and gentlemen. Frank Trigg. That is Tom McKenna on the other side. Getting ready to fight November 15th. Marcos Galvao in Bellator MMA. Tommy, how you doing, bud?
I'm doing all right. How about you, man?
Doing okay. No complaints. Little computer issues earlier, but it's okay. It's all right. You're
Yeah.
walking in with a 7-3 record. Getting ready to fight Marcos, who's 14-6-1. Obviously, the experience advantage on paper
Yep.
goes to him. But what's the
hmm
reality? What do you see? Where do you see yourself being better than him as you look at tape?
Better than him? Well, I really haven't seen much on tape wise on him. I've only seen the couple of knockouts that where he got knocked out, so I really don't have much to go by. So I haven't seen him dominate any of his fights or anything. So all I really know is that he's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, so he's going to be have a pretty good ground game. So and that's one of my strengths is the ground. So, but I've been just training to keep him standing up, things like that, keep him out of his element.
And that's how tough is that to know every fight ends up going into the ground, even by
hmm
accident. You have two guys that are strikers. Most of the time, it's going to end up on the ground just by accident. One guy pushes the other guy, touches their leg, he falls over. How
Yep.
difficult is it knowing that you're a striker and you got a guy that you assume, because there's not that much tape on him, is going to be
hmm
is going to strike too, but then is going to go ahead and get you on the ground as quick as possible to maintain to keep up on the feet, because he can just tie you up the whole time and be in a position where you can't really strike. So how frustrating
Exactly.
was it getting through training camp trying to learn how to deal with that stuff?
Well, what I like to do is you got to get out of your element, get in places that you're not comfortable in. So in practice, that's all we're drilling, going where I'm not good at, and just making me work out from there. Just keep drilling it and drilling it until just keep on drilling it.
What's a typical fight practice week for you? Is it a couple days a week you're doing striking and a couple days a week you do practice jiu-jitsu too as well as all your sparring? Or how do you break down a
um,
fight week?
It depends on my game plan for the fight.
Hmm.
Usually, I mean, like when I'm not training for a fight, yeah, we'll do like Mondays will be jiu-jitsu, Wednesday striking, and then Fridays wrestling, something like that.
Okay.
But as far as when I have a game plan, I'm going into a fight, what we'll do is I'll drill like right now I'm working stop and takedowns, things like that. So we'll do about a half an hour of drilling, stop and takedowns, and then for since this fight's going to be 3 5-minute rounds, I will my cardio at the end will be I'll go for 5 5-minute rounds or six so we usually try to do double what the fight's going to recommended time for the fight's going to be. So in training for that, I'll be in the cage, and then I'll have a couple of my teammates that come in and just try to take me down. Or if I'm working takedown offense, they'll just keep trying to take me down the whole time, and I got to defend it. So we do that through all the 6 5-minute rounds and see how I do.
Okay, now that makes sense. Now, you did say as part of your game plan you like to try to keep it on the feet because he is such a strong jiu-jitsu practitioner. But of your 7 wins, 6 are submissions and one's a decision. So your
Yes.
best way for you to win, historically speaking, is by submissions. But in this one, you want to change it up and have to win by KO or TKO. So not
Yes.
only are you trying to figure out how to keep it on the feet, but you're also trying to do it in an element that you're not as comfortable with. Like you're more comfortable on the ground. You're more comfortable looking for submissions.
hmm
How
Yeah.
did you figure this out, and how did you come up with this game plan? And who helped? Was it your coaches? Did you come up with this game plan, and how tough has it been to stick with?
It's mostly my coaches because my coach is real well. He's good at reading fighters and knowing, seeing their weaknesses and what they're good at. So he usually watches the tapes and he comes to me and says, "All right, this is what we need to work." So just go from there.
Okay, all right, that makes sense. Well, Tom, I appreciate you coming on here. Just need a couple of minutes from me today. Good luck against Marcos Galvao. It's going to be a great fight, and for you guys at home, you can watch that on Spike.com, and then again, the main TV card is on Spike TV. So it'll be it's a great night of fights again. This one's in Jersey, so it's always good when there's a fight going off down there on the East Coast.
Oh yeah.
All right, we'll talk to you soon, bud.
All right, appreciate it.
You got it. See you, Tom.